realistically, they're my family when I'm on the road.
Can you recover in
Sure.
a certain amount in this kind of life?
Oh, sure. No question. That's the role that the music has played for us over the course of time. It is cathartic in nature. The music that we write is meant to deal with the difficult periods of time in your life, and I intend to use that again.
Have your band members suffered similar experiences?
Thank God, no. I don't wish it on them.
But how important?
They've had their own trials and challenges, but I think that everyone knows who has the truly charmed sort of existence, unfortunately. It makes for good music, they tell me. So.
But how important, what kind of position beside your colleagues and then what kind of place do they take in your personal life then?
The guys in the band?
Yeah, that they can help you deal with all these problems?
They help. They were there for me when I had to put Lisa, my dog, to sleep. You know, they're really all I've got when I'm out here. I'm estranged from my parents a bit. Had some family differences, so I don't really... My brother lives in Israel. We don't communicate as much as I'd like to. We try, you know, but it's hard being so far away from each other. You know, I have some good friends that, you know, are also there for me, but, you know, realistically, they're my family when I'm on the road. So they play a big part in it.
But when you would get home, are there any people you will see sooner or later, or is it?
Yeah. I'm in a new relationship, so I'm looking forward to seeing my girl. She's actually meeting me out in Amsterdam in a few days.
Okay.
Gonna spend 4 days of rest and relaxation with her in Amsterdam at the end of the tour.
Is she from Amsterdam or?
No. She's Japanese actually, but she lives in Los Angeles.
Okay, so maybe that's a little bit closer than to where you will live.
Well, who knows? Maybe even closer sooner. We'll see. It all depends on her.
Yeah. Next thing, you will make a new DVD, I think, throughout the last period of time.
Eventually. We're not quite sure when that's coming out, but yes, that is the plan.
Has been shot a lot of footage already in the...
Years and years. The whole idea is that the next project is meant to be chronicling the past decade of Disturbed's existence. So it isn't about any one specific time period, but it's meant to show our growth over the course of the decade.
Is there something, because you gained popularity, you were like one of the top-selling bands, I think, in the States and maybe worldwide in this genre. Is there for you any, maybe because of that, some things you definitely don't like to show? Is there some kind of censorship that you put onto yourself, or you feel totally
Not
free?
really. Personally, I don't really have anything to hide.
Have you maybe said something in early interviews that you would regret saying? So?
No. There's always things I regret saying. I regret. At one point in time, I went on a tirade against emo and stuff like that, and screamo, and the sort of indie sort of rock movement that started a few years ago, and I regret being defensive about it. It was unnecessary and probably unwise. I think of any of the things in my career that may be, of what I've said, one thing. I can't think of any others that I regret being quite so vocal about. You know, whether or not I choose to listen to these people in my spare time doesn't take away from their integrity or their value as musicians and what they do, and it was wrong of me to be judgmental of them.
But now maybe that you gain more patience, that won't happen, so...
I think that it has a lot to do with it, but I wouldn't try my patience anytime soon either. I'm not that good at it yet.